Oh man, feels good to be back. I mean, I was only gone for a few days, but you get the idea. Hope everybody in the States had a good Thanksgiving. Mine was good. Bridget and I ate our stuff on Wednesday night, and then we went over to my parents' place on Thursday and proceeded to eat pretty much all the similar or identical foods. You know, the typical. Yeah. Pretty much, dude. Turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, fucking macaroni, stuffing, rolls. Pretty much anything you would, pretty much anything you'd typically associate with Thanksgiving, I did indulge in. Smoked, oh dude, yeah. Smoking meat in general. Smoking meat in general is the shit, but yeah. Seems like almost any meat is, the experience is enhanced quite a bit by smoking it. TBH. And I know I'm not the only one to say and or think that. But yeah, I posted a couple pictures in the Discord of what the setup looks like now. Mainly, you know, it hasn't really changed a lot this year. The only thing that we really did was add more foam panels, and I'm using a low profile mic arm now. Honestly, outside of that, really nothing else has changed. I mean, the main equipment hasn't changed. Tripod, camera, monitors, mounts, any of that. Desk is still the same. Been using the same 55-inch, like, not Amazon Basics, but it's like one step up. It's a company called Zinus that make like budget furniture. So I've been using the same Zinus writing table as a desk for like 3 years now. And it's really affordable and really good as well. Like surprisingly good. And I mean, as in I got this thing for like $65 a few Black Fridays ago. Speaking of Black Friday, why were the sales so bad this year? Like, maybe my memory is just bad, but I thought I remembered when I was younger things being like 75% off. But I feel like this year I've seen nothing of the sort. Like I've seen nothing anywhere near that kind of discount. I've seen a lot of stuff that's like $20 off here, $30 off there, but no like actual good deals that are worth pulling the trigger on, you know? Using an old kitchen table. Honestly, I prefer just using tables. I don't so much like using actual things that are marketed as computer desks, especially the ones that are marketed as gaming desks. Those are even worse. Because they're just fucking, they're shaped. Like they just have this weird shape to it where they think it justifies charging way more because they made a, you know, they drilled a hole into it where you can stick like a boom arm or something or run cables through. It's like, dude, I can take a drill and drill the hole myself and save like $100 fucking on a markup because you called it a gaming product when it's fucking not. Anyways. Donning my tinfoil hat, I would say corporations may be hurting since the average consumer doesn't have enough funds to spend like they used to, which in turn results in these corporations not being able to provide as large of a discount in order to continue to show good numbers to shareholders. Yeah, I would agree with that, and I would also say that it has a lot to do with... See, the whole point of Black Friday is that you're pushing so much product that regardless of how discounted it is, you still end up in the black. You know, that's why it's called Black Friday. You're either in the red, losing money, or you're in the black making profits. So the idea is just that regardless of how cheap it is, they're pushing so much product, they're selling so much product that they're still going to end up in the black. But they can't do that anymore because, yeah, like you said, they've been hurting since the pandemic started, and inflation is not helping. So they've got the pandemic, they've got inflation, they've got all these factors that are killing profits. And their shareholders are like, well, you can't discount stuff as much as you used to because we gotta, not only do we gotta sell a lot of product, but we gotta keep the prices higher this year too. I wouldn't even say that's tinfoil hat. I'd just say that's good observation because it's true. I genuinely, when looking at tons of different, I looked at Sweetwater for music stuff like headphones, microphones, cables, whatever else. I looked at Amazon. I looked at Walmart.com. I looked at every Best Buy. I looked at like every retailer that sent me an email saying Black Friday is here. And there was just nothing that, like Bear Dynamic headphones, for example, they tried to act like it was a good discount when it was like $15 off. Like dude, that happens all the time throughout the year. That's nothing special. It's literally nothing special. I come to you with a fresh cut, courtesy of Bridget. Fresh cut, different mic arm, a little bit of a different angle, a little bit of different lights. But like I said, it's only very minor changes these days. I don't like to change a bunch of stuff anymore. I'm kind of past that point where I used to just experiment a lot and fuck around with things every single day. Honestly, dude, that gets old after a while. Cause like, eventually you have to realize you'll never be satisfied with any setup if you're changing that often. Just like headphones. If you're changing headphones every single day, you go into what's called flavor country. Where it's like, ooh, today I want to try this flavor and tomorrow I want to try this flavor. And you'll never be satisfied with any of them because there's so much variety. So the best thing to do is stop all that, stick to something, and don't change. By the way, it's really weird to talk without my headphones on. Okay, so much better. Wow, it is really weird to talk into this without my headphones on, I gotta tell you. But yeah. Exactly. That's kind of where I'm at now. And you know, an arm or the way that you're mounting your mic, I wouldn't even consider that a major change. That's just that's a convenience factor, because at that point you're buying something for the features that it gives you, less for what it actually functionally does. Like this is what I'm using now. This is my setup as it is, like right now. So we have, well, this is a light diffuser, by the way. It's not a shower cap. I'm sure you could probably use it as a shower cap, but it's a light diffuser. I have one down here on this work lamp as well. But basically, 2 work lights with day lamps installed, a key light up here, which has a very similar color temperature, cameras up here, and then one mixer. This one is just to control volume mainly, and for me to monitor my own shit. And then it's a low profile arm now that just comes up and inverts. So, but yeah, shit hasn't really changed too much. This cable was the only thing I got for Black Friday, and it was only discounted like $15. It's a Mogami Gold cable, which is a really good cable, but you know, normally these things would be half off or more. So it wasn't even that good of a discount. It's just fucking bizarre. Not that it's shocking, because what you said is 100% accurate. You know, retail is not what it used to be, especially not in-person retail. I think in-person retail has suffered immensely ever since the pandemic really kicked into full swing in 2020. I don't think it's been the same, so. Yeah, cables don't tend to go out. XLR cables, as long as you take care of them, they don't tend to go out. But yeah, here's the other picture I took. It's just from the back. Yeah. Cable management obviously could use some work, but look, it's clean. To get the mount a little bit higher, I had to put both of these. Like this holds the notebook in place, and this anchors the arm so that it doesn't pull the fucking notebook up. It's a jerry-rig setup, but eventually I'll get a real mount for this. How hot does it get? Extremely hot. Because you can see these work lights down here. They are very, very bright. And this one also being mostly on me. So yeah, it gets extremely hot and I do sweat. But I've just gotten used to it. I've just gotten used to it over time. Especially during the October marathon, it got rough though. Because some nights in October, it was surprisingly still hot outside. And I'm talking like 78 at night. I mean, it was fucking actually hot in October. So some of those nights got really miserable. Like I remember the night specifically where I was playing Max Payne, like the first part of Max Payne. That night it was insanely hot in here. And I'm always sipping hot coffee when I first start the stream too, so there's just no there's just no reprieve from it, dude. There is no relief from the heat. So it's like, why bother, you know? But yeah, usually when it's hot outside, I'll keep the cold air running, but then once I get off stream and I go into any other room of the apartment, it's like, holy shit, it's ice cold in here, you know? I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? It's ice cold everywhere else. It's only mildly warm in the corner now. Oh yeah, I guess the filter, that filter on the camera would be another difference, but that's like such a tiny thing. It's not even really worth mentioning, you know? Man. I already said that I have a policy where I'm not going to talk about other streamers in a negative way again, so I won't actually name any names, but I've been watching this, whatever, I don't really want to get into it, but basically what it comes down to is, there is a streamer and a YouTuber who reportedly has spent a bunch of money on a mobile game. And that's fine. I feel like once people donate you money, how you spend it is nobody else's business. But the issue is he constantly will go on his stream or even in his YouTube videos and claim that he's so broke that he can't do basic things like go grocery shopping, getting pet supplies, and all these different things. So naturally, people are like, what's going on? Because, you know, they found an account in a mobile game that matches up perfectly with all the rest of his socials, and it actually links to his phone number. But he's claiming that he's so poor he can't do basic things, but he's spending exorbitant amounts of money on a mobile game. And basically, he went on to a podcast type show interview, and they asked him a bunch of questions about it. They're like, you know, this stuff doesn't add up. What do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about that? Why does it link to your phone number? And it was just excuse after excuse after excuse. Like, you know, the comparison that the people on the podcast made was basically, we're in a court of law, you're the defendant, and we have a mountain of evidence saying that you killed this person. Your fingerprints are on the gun, the bullet shell casing is in your living room with your fingerprints on it. The gun belongs to you. You purchased the gun. And the only evidence that you're really giving is, well, no, it's not. You know, that's basically all he kept saying was, no, that's not true. I've debunked that, even though he never debunked it. So it just kind of reminded me of like, you know, I think all of us have had a phase where we just lie about everything. At least most kids have a phase where they just lie about everything. Why even lie about it in the first place? So back in 2017, people have actually dug up a video of this person. And he admitted all the way back in 2017 that he was addicted to a particular mobile game. And so people are looking back at that and they're saying, well, if you were addicted to a mobile game back then and you still play it, he admits that he still plays it to this day. You know, how are you addicted to it back then and you're just playing it casually now? Like, that's not how addiction works. You're still in some way going to want to continue playing the game and getting addicted to it, right? You would think that that would make sense. And, you know, he doesn't really have an answer for that. So basically the whole stream was just these guys admittedly kind of pushing him and asking him all these questions like, you know, this stuff doesn't add up. This isn't making sense. And like I said, it was just excuse after excuse. Not me. I've always been a horrid liar and get called on it instantly. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you know, The thing about it is, and the thing that's weird, is I went through a phase like that too. When I was like 13 to 14, maybe, I would say. I lied about a lot of shit. I got called out on it every single time. And eventually I said, fuck this. I'm tired of lying. It's so stressful having to make up a different story every single person I talk to. And I hate having to do this bullshit. I'm going to just stop lying. I'm just going to tell the truth and be as honest as I possibly can be and just leave it at that. By the way, when I talk, are you hearing a little bit of like, You hear that? You hear that little bit of like buzz in the background, or is that just me? Because I can hear that in my headphones. I don't know if that's translating, but anyways. Not hearing it? Okay. It must just be me then. Well, anyways. Point being, I got to a point. Any filters that my monitor's bypassing? No, I don't think so. I have a ground loop isolator plugged into my headphone jack too, so it should be eliminating a lot of that buzz. I don't know where it's coming from. It's really mild, but if I pay really close attention to it, I can hear it. I don't know. Oh, it was actually quieter. Wait, what is this? I changed a bunch of my settings that I didn't even realize. Okay, well, that's where it's supposed to be anyway. Now do you hear it? Oh, well, that's weird. Well, anyways. It must just be something going through my headphones, some kind of feedback loop that I'll have to get rid of. Anyways, enough about that shit. Point being, is, yeah, that is, it was just crazy because this guy is like in his 40s and he's sitting there lying like an actual high schooler. And I was just thinking to myself, like, man, thank God that I got called out for my bullshit when I was like a teen, because if that didn't happen, I probably would have continued lying. And my brother actually turned out to be that way too. I mean, this motherfucker lies about everything. Even when it makes absolutely zero fucking sense to do so, he still does it. I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever to lie about certain things, and he still does it. I don't know why. I really don't. I mean, here's the story about my brother. Here's a story about my brother. No problem, dude. So we go over one day. Hey, what's up, Cowardly? No. He never shows up for Thanksgiving. He doesn't even live in the same state as us anymore, so we knew that wasn't going to happen anyway. But, so basically, we go over to his apartment for Christmas one year. And when we're there, he starts talking to me about this 3DS that he bought. Okay? And I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, 3DS is pretty cool. It's like one of the Galaxy 3DSs. One of the ones that has the space design on it. And for some reason, even though I knew he had money at the time, he felt the need to lie to me and say that he won it in a giveaway. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So you won not only the DS that you've been looking at, but a game that you like. You won both of those things in a giveaway? Like, yeah, right. And then I check our Amazon account, which we were sharing at the time, and I see everything in there. And I even see the last 4 digits of the fucking card that he used to pay for it. So I'm like, dude, this doesn't make any sense. Why are you saying that you won this in a giveaway? And I just wanted to see if he would come clean about it. Well, he certainly didn't. So then he changed his story to, well, I was like, okay, first of all, here's what I was trying to like corner him and see if he would admit the truth. I was like, what stream is it? Because I want to win something too. And he said, oh, actually, you can't find the stream again. And I was like, what? Well, what do you mean I can't find the stream again? What's the link? And he goes, oh, actually, it was a pop-up stream. It was a pop-up Twitch stream where they only did one stream and then they deleted the account forever. So I don't even remember what the stream was called. They don't exist. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you on about, dude? Like, he just kept evolving the lie for some reason, as if it even made any difference at that point. Like, you've already bullshitted so many times. Why does it even matter? Oh, absolutely, yes. He is 100% a pathological liar. Yeah, we played games together. And yeah, he was really bad at cheating at them too. Like, we played a lot of NBA 2K, and if you go into the options of 2K while you're in the middle of a match, you can adjust these sliders that'll give you better or worse, like, 3-point accuracy and stuff. And he would always make an excuse for me to have to leave the room for a second, and then he would go into options and fuck with the sliders and try to cheat to win. Every single time, dude. Okay. Well, yep, that fixed it. It was my headphone jack on the back of the Go XLR that was messed up. I just had to move it ever so slightly, and then that sound went away. But I needed the ground loop isolator to get rid of it. But yeah, it's just like, you know, at a certain point, how stupid... First of all, how stupid do you think I am that I would fall for this? And second of all, why are you even lying about this in the first place? Now, I remember when I went through my teen lying phase, and it was so bizarre because, like, my dad would ask me a simple question, like, just as a quick example, I remember we used to have these air fresheners. It was like these Airwick air fresheners. And my dad hated it because he's really sensitive to, you know, those type of smells. You know, they trigger his allergies and shit. So I put one of them on because I liked the way it smelled. And then he asked me, did you put one of those air fresheners on? And for some reason, I said no. And I was the only other person in the house. There's literally nobody else it could have been. You know what I mean? It's so weird. It's like something in your body just tells you, oh, quick, make up a lie for no reason. There's no reason to lie. It's not as if I even would have been in trouble if I said yes. He would have just said, oh, can you unplug it? You know what I mean? It's like, there's no consequences. You don't look dumb. You just feel compelled to lie for some reason. I don't know. I don't understand where it comes from. I don't know. You like the stories? I don't blame you, dude. My brother's like a fucking circus act. You never know what the hell you never knew what the hell he was gonna do. Well, God knows I've got plenty of stories about his shit, man. Oh, so many stories, dude. So many. There was a, well, I don't know how much of this I should get into because it may expose some personal info, but last time we talked, I can actually tell you, but I believe it was about 3 years ago now, or two. It was at a minimum 2 years ago, but I have to go way back in my Discord messages to find that. Let's see. Okay, last time we talked was August of 2021, so yes, a little over 2 years. And it was basically me telling him to never contact me again. So yeah. Welcome back, dude. You missed a lot. I was just telling a stupid story about my brother lying about a 3DS for no reason. Oh, I can tell you another story. So here's something else he did. He got a $10,000 loan from a university, And he basically immediately defaulted on the payments and fucked my mom's credit up because she was a co-signer on the loan because her credit score was good. So he got the $10,000 loan, blew it all on like fast food. He wasn't working at the time. He blew it all on fast food, and he had this weird delusion of grandeur that he was going to make a film, as he said. So he bought a bunch of cameras, a bunch of lighting equipment and shit. Ended up just leaving it around his apartment, sitting around eating fast food and doing nothing all day. And then when he blew through the 10K, he still refused to get a job. So he still wouldn't pay anything back. And then eventually they went after my mom for it, and they ended up taking like 200 points off of her credit because of how many payments he missed and how defaulted he got on the loan. Yep, it was that bad. It was that bad. So, I don't know, man. Major problems, though, that's for sure. But there's a lot of stories. I mean, God, I could literally probably fill 2 months worth of content just with the sheer amount of stories I have about weird shit that he did. He came over to mine and Bridget's apartment when we lived in a different city, a different town altogether. He came over to our apartment, and because he wanted to leave, but he didn't want to tell the truth about why he wanted to leave, he faked that he received a phone call from a therapist that he didn't even have. I was looking at his phone, and you can fucking see when someone receives a call. You know what it looks like. It's going to give them some sort of notification or indication that they have received a call. His phone was on the fucking lock screen. Literally, his phone was just sitting on the lock screen. Just like this. Just sitting on the lock screen. Okay? And he just puts it up to his ear, and he goes, hello? Like instantly. He goes, hello? Yeah. Like that. And then he like looked out the blinds, looked left and looked right for no reason outside of the blinds. Like, what are you looking for? Why are you looking out the window? And then he puts the phone down. He's like, yeah, I gotta go. Immediately gets in his car and leaves. Like, what? And when I asked him who the fuck it was, he was like, my therapist called me. What the hell is wrong with you, dude? First of all, why would a therapist call? It literally sounded like the way he was acting and faking the phone call. Like, if it were a legit phone call, it would have been a drug dealer or some shit. With the way he was acting. Oh, no, I said that. Yeah, Bridget said therapist. Yeah, if it was legit, it would have been a drug deal, but it was complete horseshit. Nobody called him. I was looking at his phone. Not a fucking soul called him. And the other hilarious thing about that was he tried to pretend that he even had a therapist. Like, if you have a therapist, just as an example, and you bring them up in conversation, you would at least say he or she, wouldn't you? You would think. He wouldn't even do that. He literally would only ever use the phrase, my therapist. That's all he would ever say. And so one day, I was like, you know, you've been going to this therapist for a long time. Like, what's their name? Where are you going to see them? And he couldn't answer. He's like, well, that's none of your business. It's like, what? My dad fucking roasted his ass one time too, because he was over there for Christmas. This was the last Christmas he ever spent actually in our home state with our family. And my dad's like, you've been going to that therapist for a long time and basically nothing has changed. You should get your money back, dude. Oh my God, his face got so fucking red too. He was pissed off when he said that, but he's not wrong. Holy shit, if you're going to go to a therapist for 2 years and literally no behavioral changes have taken place, you need a new therapist, dude. That's the thing about my dad. Like, He in a lot of ways is an honest asshole sometimes. He will fucking tell you the truth that you don't want to hear. And I'm a firm believer that the truth is a gift whether you like it or not. If I was being a dipshit, even on stream, if I was being a dipshit, I would want somebody to DM me and say, "Why did you say that?" or "Why did you do that? It kind of made you look like an asshole." That way I could look inward and say, "You know what? Yeah, it made me look like an asshole. I probably shouldn't do that anymore." But there are some people that just legitimately cannot take criticism. Like my brother, he's the perfect example. You can't criticize him, otherwise you get labeled as an abuser like I did. When he showed me his acting reel, and I said, "Do you want me to tell you the truth?" He said, "Yes, I want you to be 100% honest." I said, "I think this is really bad. You are not ready. You're not ready to be an actor. I think this is really bad, dude." And he said, "Wow, so you're just going to verbally abuse me?" And then later on, he sent me some big long email telling me that I was his abuser. All because I did exactly what he asked me to do, which was be honest. Fuck that. No, I don't have any other siblings. Anyway, sorry to go on that tangent. It just, he's just one of those people that has done so many fucking things that you could legit talk about it virtually forever. You know what I mean? I think we all know some people like that, where they've done so much weird shit, you could basically talk about it forever. Just thinking about some of these things, man. I seriously have got to, so many people have asked me to just make either some kind of concise video or just spend a good solid few hours talking about this stuff. The thing is, with certain people, okay, I know for a fact that he comes on this stream from time to time under a sock account and lurks. I know for a fact. And the reason why I know that is because he wants to hear if I'm talking about him. He is the type of person that would absolutely do that. So he may not even, what he may do is he may purposefully sign out and then search up my stream. But I guarantee you that whether it's a sock account or he's not signed in at all, he is still coming to this stream to listen from time to time. And if something were to happen where I go into a story and he doesn't want me to tell it, he very well may sign in on a different account and be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" So I think if I was going to do it, I'd have to do it on my YouTube. Also, weird side note, somebody has been like desperately trying to get into my emails lately. I did the thing on that you can do on iPhone where you set the really strong password where it's like 30 characters. So mine's like capital letters, lowercase letters, shit ton of symbols, shit ton of numbers. I mean, it's literally one of the most secure passwords you could possibly have for all of my stuff. I have an app that lets me copy and paste all these different passwords. It keeps track of them to keep things as secure as possible. Everything I do has two-factor. And I have gotten like 6 notifications in the past week alone that someone in New York City, where he just so happens to have moved, is trying to get into my email. So, telling you, he's the type to do conniving shit like that. But, TBH, I don't give a shit. I mean, I'll talk about what I want to talk about. I'm just saying, like, you know, when it comes to being live, I would probably want to do this for YouTube because it'd be a lot easier to just record it and just get it all out there, you know? But yeah, when it comes to just lying in general, he is also part of the reason why I don't like to lie, because he kind of just teaches you exactly how not to be as an adult. And he still lies to that extent, and he thinks that everybody else is stupider than him. Imagine if Dr. Red was really my brother in disguise. That would be the ultimate fucking bamboozle. That'd be the bamboozle of a lifetime, dude. Dude, I hope Doc is doing all right, man. He still hasn't missed a day at all in October. I'm worried about him, for real. I am worried about my mans. I hope he's doing all right. Or he hasn't missed a day in November. I think I said October. Just imagine, dude. The ultimate reveal. But no. Overall, I'm extremely happy to not have to worry about him anymore. I think one of the things that makes me the happiest is just knowing that I don't have to, like, tread on eggshells anytime I talk to him or I have some serious criticism for him. I don't have to, like, rack my brain thinking about how I can present it to him without him putting his tail between his legs and running away and saying that I've abused him, this, that, or the other. Bullshit. There's so much less stress in your life, you know? But in the Discord one time, I did actually play the acting reel that I was referring to, and everyone agreed with me that it was horrible. That resembles a sibling I have. They were recently diagnosed as bipolar. I wouldn't be surprised, man, because he had some crazy mood shifts. Like, he was either having a good day, like the greatest day of his life, or it was like impending doom, and he was going to drag you into his horrible mood. You know what I mean? There was no in between. So I witnessed it a time or two. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I try to get it to where 3 ridges of those top foam pieces are visible. That's like the perfect zoom for full screen just chatting. Yeah, plus I think oh, he said he's not OCD, or me? I think what's most fucked up about all that. Oh, no. I just, I'm not OCD. I'm just obsessive about very particular things. I may very well have OCD, but if I do, it's mild. It's nothing crazy. Audio and very slightly video stuff would be probably it. But anyways. I think the funniest thing about all of it is the way that... So after I had already decided I was done talking to him, he actually stayed friends with Tusk and a few other people that I know IRL. And he basically burned the bridges with them too, because he started accusing them of listening to me when they started accusing him of doing weird shit. So basically, when everybody else started to see what I already saw, he was like, oh, you guys must be listening to him. Until, you know, Tusk specifically was like, no, dude. He has nothing to do with it. He doesn't even talk to you anymore or want to talk with us about you. Like, this is you. And so all of them blocked him very shortly after I blocked him. So I hope one day he realizes that he's the problem. But I don't know. He seems like the type to never come to that conclusion. It's always somebody else. It's always, you know, someone else is always holding him back, and they're the reason why he can't succeed. It's never his own downfall. It's always somebody else out to get him, you know? Some bullshit like that. Just trying to get the filter where it needs to be. By the way, where even were we on Resident Evil 7? I don't remember. I mean, I do want to play it. Let's just fucking play it, dude. I don't know what I'm waiting on. Let's just play it. No display capture. Just game capture. And then I can actually adjust in this scene where the camera stays. So we can just do it like this. And that's perfect. Boom. Now the game should be popping up here in a second. Let's see if it's going to make me put it back to 120. It does. Every single time I restart this game, it puts it on variable. Hmm, 11:23. I didn't even realize. Let's see how far back these go. I guess not very far, huh? Yeah. Because most times, actually, when I play this, I do it all in one shot and I don't save. Because the fun part of playing Madhouse is doing a no-save run, you know? So. Oh, you know something I just thought about? Oh, never mind. Wow. This feels weird. Because I rearranged everything quite a bit, so it feels weird to play it when it's in this position. Okay, what do we got going on? I think we just need to go into the party area, right? Yep. I was just remembering the fucking To Catch a Predator episode of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Dude, we have to watch more of those in the Discord. They were so fucking fun when we used to do that. Obviously, I can't watch them on stream because they will massively get you in trouble. Twitch does not like you watching content like that for obvious reasons. But in the Discord, they're fun to watch.
Ethan. Hold on. I got something for you. Looky what I've got.
Wait a second.
You know what this is for? You know what Zoe wants to do with this?
We should play some of the DLC for this tonight. I haven't played the DLC in a while.
She thinks this thing is special. No, Ethan. That ain't special.
If you're squeamish, you don't want to see this.
This right here is special. You see, Ethan? Not everybody wants to turn back the clock. What?
Disgusting.
Evelyn? I'm just
The
trying to
hell
show
was he
him.
thinking?
I'm just trying to show him not everybody wants to go back to how things were. Zoe's a stupid bitch. She don't
Whoa,
understand.
language,
I
sir.
wanna go back to how things were before my father found y'all. Now everybody wants to turn back the clock. So Ethan.
Man, this CRT filter is so good, though.
You can crawl around underneath that filthy, rotten house all you want looking for them ingredients, but you ain't gonna find a goddamn thing, Ethan. You'll need that serum? Ooh, baby. You're gonna have to come through me. You hear? Now, come on, Ethan. What do you say?
This is the Saw-inspired part of this game.
Fuck!
The Jack part is the Evil Dead part. The Marguerite part, I don't know what the fuck that is, but this is the Jigsaw / Saw part. Where there's traps, explosives everywhere. Wow, 1. Yay. They had mercy on me and gave me 1 singular shotgun shell. I don't even think I picked up the treasure, but the broken handgun is here on Madhouse. Yeah, if you don't pick up the treasure photo, you can't move this, but you can see the broken handgun up there. Oh, just 2. Well, at least they're giving me some, though, because could certainly be worse. Very clever spot to hide one of the coins here. More shotgun shells. Usually, yeah, usually just 2. Alright. We're gonna need this lockpick here in just a second, so I'm not gonna get rid of it.
I know. Fucking passwords, right? Why don't you try 0814? No! 0621. No. It's 0514. Oh, come on. Take a chance. You never know.
Yeah, don't press anything here. You're gonna get obliterated.
Top, tick, top, tick, top.
By this. Like any sensible person, as soon as you find pills, you just eat them immediately. Oh yeah, the 1 mag bullet. Yeah, once we get about here, we need to turn around. There's going to be a 4-legged, so I like to crouch. There we go. And then if we do this right... Got it. Yeah, if you do that right, you can actually blow that up right as you touch it. You shouldn't be able to avoid falling there, but you can if you do it just right. And then here, we want to get to this corner. That. Now it's safe to stand up. Oh, 2 and 3. Nice. That was huge, actually. And then there's a steroid down here that we need. And cassette tape. Nah, don't need that. That's just an explosive. So oh wow, we're doing really good on shotgun shells now. So there's going to be 1 guy here. So he's dead. And then 2 4-leggeds. We're going to try to just pop them 1 at a time. 1, 2. Okay. Burner fuel's a waste of time right here. Neuro round, I think? Yeah. Neuro round is huge there. Alright. So again, the steroids can be used as a full heal, so I'm going to wait to use that. But we are going to have a mister everywhere. That's kind of tough to see. I like to just shoot it right here. That little blue spark tells us we got it. And then we need to use the lockpick here because it's going to give us some grenade launcher ammo. Yeah, 3 flame. So 3 flame and a neuro. Which is honestly all we really need here. I don't even need flame, I just need neuro. So I'll show you how this fight works. It's pretty easy. Just need the grenade launcher out. And we'll just load that neuro round into it. Um, 3, 1, 2, 10. Yeah, that actually should be good. So if you mix the gunpowder with bullets, you can get 5 enhanced if you have 10 bullets. So the 5 enhanced will really help with this fight. And there's a chance we could potentially get more shotgun shells because there's quite a few ammo boxes laying around here. Like this one. And this one. 2 and 3. Nice. They're really stocking us up now. Usually there's more in this one. Nah, just handgun, but I'll take that. There's usually another separating agent. Ah, it's handgun this time. Well, that's good. Gives me even more enhanced. I will take that. Fucking burner fuel, man. They're so desperate to give me burner fuel for no reason. I fucking don't need this at all. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot a neuro round. It's gonna freeze them in the middle. Right as soon as the door opens. Alright, right in between them. And then we're just gonna... Alright, now we're just gonna wait for this guy. And there we go. Yeah, not bad. That doesn't tend to go too rough as long as you have the neuro. Because if you don't, they immediately start charging at you, and it's a lot harder to avoid the hits. So you definitely want to have that neuro available. Alright. So now, unfortunately, this is Clancy, the cameraman from the beginning of the game. 1408, you're next. Clancy's demise. Man, he had it rough, too. Got tortured by virtually every member of the family. And then burned to death. Here's some classic sounds.
No, buddy, this is a test of skills, so no cheating. That shit you're carrying, get rid of it.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of all of our stuff. Alright, let's do this. Good lord. I got way too excited.
Have a nice day.
I love this part, man. This if you're not just rushing through this, I just love the lighting here. It's just such an amazingly well-detailed game, for real. Very cinematic, too. Hey, what's up, Junkyard? Long time no see, my dude. How's your Thanksgiving?
Alright, what do you say we play a little game? All you gotta do is light the candle and put it on the cake.
Kiss my ass.
Ethan, language. There are children in the building. Somewhere. I think. I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, by the way, really cool Easter egg. So you guys know Resident Evil Village, how Mother Miranda is the main villain? Well, this is Mother Miranda right here. And she has actually been in this game since the very earliest footage of trailers that we saw going all the way back to 2015. So even going all the way back to 2015, they had at least the concept of Mother Miranda and Village. Because she was always on this wall here. In this game. That's kind of an Easter egg. Yeah, mine was great, man. I can't complain whatsoever. It was awesome. You know, Bridget and I made a shit ton of food, and we ate on Wednesday, and then we went over to my parents' place and ate on Thursday, so we basically had 2 Thanksgivings in a row. And I'm certainly not going to complain about that. I do love to pop the bubbles with the candle. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I had a modded PSTV a long time ago. Basically, the only thing that I wanted to do with it was just unlock the other apps. I had an app called like PS Whitelist, and it would basically... Sony by default had a blacklist setup where you couldn't run certain apps, which ironically enough included things like Netflix and YouTube. Like, it would not let you run Netflix or YouTube on PSTV, which was like, well, that fucking defeats the purpose of it even being called PSTV. But I downloaded an app that let me, obviously I modded the firmware way back when, and then it let me whitelist every single app on the device. So I could use and run everything. So we actually used our PSTV as our set-top box for a little bit. It wasn't that good, because the best it could do was 720p, but at least it was something, you know?
Motherfucker! You're supposed to die!
Yeah, the only Vita game that I actually played a lot was Persona 4 Golden, which I hear was a similar story for a lot of other people. Persona 4 Golden was like the only game that I played a decent amount of time on the Vita. But I did love it. I thought it was super underrated. Outside of that, I just played a bunch of PSP games on it. Persona 4 Golden, Gravity Rush, and a few other Vita JRPGs was like all I played on it.
Mia! She's alive. Who are you? Where are you?
We're just beyond the pier, outside that room. Hurry!
Hurrah. I hate the way she says hurrah.
Well now, Ethan.
The fuck do you want?
You? Dead? Guess that's not in the cards. Not yet.
Lucky me. Look, unless you have any more surprises up your sleeve, I suggest you...
Now that would be telling, Ethan. And I don't do spoilers.
Dude, Killzone Liberation was a really impressive looking game. I just wish they supported it. Because they basically dropped the servers very quickly after it came out. Although, you could say that about everything related to the PS Vita. Sony just completely fucking gave up on that system. Very quickly. Oh yeah, I still have my steroids. That's cool. I mean, they gave up on that shit quick. I have 10 flame rounds. Holy shit. I just realized. And if I went back and got more solid fuel, I could have potentially made more. For now, that's okay. I'm surprised they even made the PSTV. Yeah, you know that there's that one mystery port on the top of the Vita. Basically, there were 2 ports on top of the Vita. One of them was there were 2 ports on the Vita. The bottom was the charging port, and the top had this memory card slot. But then next to the memory card slot, it had this weird proprietary port that Sony actually never did anything with. And it turns out that that was supposed to be the video out port. But instead of actually making a cable with, like, you know, HDMI to digital video out or something, they ended up just making the PSTV. They didn't bother with that. It was just a weird decision. It's like you took the time to build this custom connector at the top of your handheld. Why didn't you at least use it though? You know? Why didn't you at least make some sort of cable that was compatible? Yeah, they had video out at E3, but they never actually finalized that. Like they never ended up. Oh, 6 shotgun shells. Sweet. That's massive. Look at this. Now we have 19. That's very rare to get a good drop like that. All right, I'm gonna need a couple here though, so. So that's the pier where Mia and Zoe are. And we're gonna have ourselves a 4-legged friend here that I'm gonna need to kill. Got him. We're not gonna bother shooting these guys. We're just gonna run from them. They try to swing, but they miss. So this one's gonna jump up. We have to wait and jump. Dead. Okay. And then they despawn once you go in there, so. Wow, even more. I just recouped all the shotgun shells I lost, and then 6 more. Holy shit. Damn, we got some good ass drops here. I'll deal with you later. Yeah, where his voice cracks. Okay, so now it's time to load the fuck up on all of the shit that we made. But most importantly, we need to separate our neuro rounds, and we need to get our supplements out that we grabbed in the barn and combine that. So now we have 4 neuro and 10 flame. I mean, we are fucking loaded down right now. And I just ate the herb. I did not intend to do that, but we'll take it. Don't need the crank anymore either. I don't have any more solid fuel, so. Yeah, I mean, I can't really be any more stacked for this right now, but I do need the D series arm. That's fine. Yeah, I do need the D series arm, so we'll go ahead and save. Like I said, I've already saved twice in this playthrough. We're not going for, there's no ranks in this game to my knowledge anyway, so. Alright, well, I can't really be any more stacked than I am right now. 26 shotgun shells, 10 flame, 4 neuro. We are good to go. Yeah, I fucking love this game, Junkyard. I think this is one of the best Resident Evil games to come out in like the past... Well, that's not saying much. But going all the way back to 2012, I think this is easily the best one. Especially if you include the main game and all the DLC as a total package. It just turned out so well. Everything about it.
Not now. We don't have the time.
Turned out incredibly well.
Right here. There should be enough, right?
If we make him fast enough, my father and Lucas aren't far away.
He's coming. Daddy's coming.
Good. There's enough for 2.
You know what, Junkyard? I actually wished that some of those would have been first person, because I feel like it actually would have been a radically different way to play instead of all 3 of them being that same third person action camera.
Outside. We'll take it through the swamp. But none of us will get very far without the serum.
I like how he just grabs both. What an asshole. That voice crack is awesome, dude. This actor went way too fucking hard on that one line. Okay. Good start. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I thought I actually died right there. Fuck me. Oh, fuck you. I didn't even. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that as a little victory. Oh, he's going for it, dude. No? Wow, that was so shit. All of it. Alright, so basically the reason why I made so many neuro rounds is because it slows him down significantly. Oh, dear God. I think that got that eye. It did. Yeah, now he's gonna fall down here and collapse like a soy. Now I gotta get to the other side. Is this arm still intact? Oh, just go for... Oh, what? He completely whiffed. What an actual moron. He's starting to speed up again, so we need to go and fire one more. There's that one. I think there's only one left. No, I think that's it. Okay. Perfect timing. All right. So now we need to go quick. Got him before he got another swing in. Let's go. Can't really do much better than that. Of course, I could have taken the eyes out a little bit faster, but... And I'm going to go ahead and take my steroid. Good.
Ethan, this way.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, having a second analog stick for those games would have been great. I wish they could have made some kind of attachment for it, you know? Like how Nintendo had the Circle Pad Pro or whatever. I thought it came with like Kid Icarus or something where it would give you a second analog stick.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Come on. Mia's waiting for us.
So now we only have one serum. Because Ethan was a dumbass and grabbed both, but even then she told us to use one, so...
I had to use one of them. There's only one left.
There's only one left. There can't just be one left. What the hell are we gonna do now?
So you can choose which one of them you want to cure. Listen, I did not go through all the bullshit that I went through to come and rescue Mia to not cure her. So we're going to cure. And Zoe pretends to be shocked. Like, she's my wife. What did you think was going to happen?
Thinking I could escape. But Zoe, go! Both of you just go! Come with us. I'm sure there's someone who can help.
This is not home. Apparently I belong here.
I'll send help.
Don't bother. There won't be anyone left to help!
By the way, in the beginning of Resident Evil Village, there's kind of a recap video you can watch of this game, and it straight up shows you curing Mia. So even if, on your particular playthrough, you cured Zoe, by the time you play Village, you actually didn't. It's definitely one of the weirdest story parts of this game. And when you rescue her, it makes no sense. Like, his logic is, Zoe can help us, like, we can go find help with Zoe. It's like, no, dude. Nobody's going to be able to just magically help with a girl that can possess people's minds and connect them to a hive mind and force them to kill other people or recruit them into the family. Like, nobody else is going to be able to help with that.
Who the hell else was I gonna choose? Mia, I know you've been through a lot. We need to talk. You had something to do with all this, didn't you? Look, I just want to know the truth.
Ethan, I honestly don't remember.
Try. Is that the boat? How the fuck did that get here? You're okay. What the hell was that?
Yeah, this is a lot of people criticize this game for the boat part. Some of it's justified and sometimes it's blown way out of proportion. Like, some people say that single-handedly the boat part ruined this entire game. I think that's a little bit over-exaggeration. No, it's not the best part of the game. It's not the most well-written, but it didn't ruin the entire fucking experience because it wasn't like 10 out of 10 material, you know? Absolutely not. People do love to be overdramatic, though. I just think as a whole, when you consider the main game and also the DLC, it just turned out to be such a well-presented package, you know? Because the DLC wraps up some of the loose ends of the story. There's some fun mini games like Jack's 55th birthday. Yeah, that's because that's the first time you get to see Ethan's head. Yeah, and I think it was Pink Idol that was talking about this last time, but I just mainly love the environments and how detailed they are in this game. This is definitely a game that encourages you to take your time and just like soak in all the hard work and all the details. I mean, the fact that teams of people painstakingly spent hours upon hours, if not days or weeks, modeling these areas, only for you to just run past them quickly. It's like, it sucks, dude. That's the reality. That's the reality of the industry, man.
What was that?
Like, look at the water reflections on the steps. If you move the flashlight up, they keep going down until they disappear. And then if you put the flashlight back, they come back. You see that? It's just so awesome, man. So many little details. And this right here. It's just like a mold. It's like a mold statue with all these people that just exploded out from it and then got frozen as they were getting blown back, you know? There's like 10 different guys stuck in this. All these different heads. And bodies everywhere. So cool, man. Alright, as soon as we hit this hat, we're going to do a quick little...
They're dead. They're all dead. What is it? The engine room. What the fuck are you talking about? She killed them all. Fuck. What the hell is going on? We need some weapons. Is there any weapons on this ship? I don't know.
I gotta say also, it's been really great to just have a bunch of time off from work. I basically have spent this entire year grinding. And it was nice, you know, change of positions, got a promotion, and then just had a shit ton of vacation time line up. Like I ended up getting a full 7 or 8 days straight, which was awesome. I worked Monday, and then I was off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, now Saturday, and then I'm also off tomorrow. So I actually got a full 7 days off. It was awesome. First time I've gotten that in probably 2.5 years, TBH. Man, this is also pretty crazy, like how vast the wreckage is from this boat. It makes me wonder, like, how does a boat this size even fit inside a fucking Louisiana parish, though? Oh, like, how does it wash up in a bayou? I love seeing the boat actually fully put together for a second.
Are you remembering?
What are you?
Mississippi River has plenty of boats, yeah. This one is a fucking massive tanker, though. Like, look at that in the distance. It's so fucking huge. It almost looks like multiple boats that crash together. I don't know why I'm fucking yawning, man. I'm not even that tired. I slept the majority. I think I went opposite and ended up sleeping too much today, and that's why I'm tired. It's so fucking frustrating, man. You don't sleep enough, you're tired. You sleep too much, you're somehow even more tired. No amount of caffeine will help. It's so fucking bizarre. The hell's up with her dress? It's clipping through her leg. Immersion ruined. Alright, we need this fuse and we need to get out of here quick, so we're gonna grab it and just run. Hopefully this... Ooh, he tried. I need that coin. You piece of shit. Oh. Oh god, he was running. My man was sprinting. Alright, well, that'll do for now. I will say the boat should have just been this tape, though. If the boat was just this tape part and none of the other...
Watch it.
What? Why?
You need to remember, so we can be a family.
Like, this tape part is fine because it gives us some context into the story, but it's after this where you have to continue playing as Mia for another 45 minutes and basically retrace your steps and do the same. That's where it gets annoying for a lot of people, I feel.
Alan, you're getting worse.
She must have infected me during the attack. And I'm too far gone anyway.
Fucking Alan.
But it serves me right. It's my fault she got out.
Yeah, it is your fault. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let you die.
She didn't attack you?
It's part of her imprinting protocol. I can't believe this is happening.
Here. Take it. It has her tissue samples. You find her. You fix this.
Okay, Evie, where are you?
I think it's funny how she doesn't try to comfort him there when he says, it's my fault she got out. She just says, yes, it is your fault. But I'm still not going to let you die. Like, goddamn. You could at least try to give the man a fucking ounce of comfort. Special Operations Division, Director Alan Droney and caretaker Mia Winters. Recent reports suggest that if Evelyn remains at her current location, she is at high risk of being stolen by opposing organizations. Your orders, therefore, are to transfer Evelyn to our Central American branch for safekeeping until further notice. During transfer, be sure to adhere to the following protocols. 1. Act as parental guardians for Evelyn at all times to avoid suspicion. Manage Evelyn's vitals via the genome codex provided. If the mission is compromised beyond reconciliation, dispose of Evelyn. So now we get a little bit of insight into what she was actually doing, and it certainly was not a fucking babysitting job, like she told Ethan. She's working for whatever organization developed Evelyn.
She's vomiting. Damn, I'll have to reset.
How's it going?
She's vomiting. Far more in excess of her body mass.
Oh, great. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of her ugly friends if this keeps up. All right.
Oh, sorry.
We need to find her, and fast. This is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
Oh, I like seeing the rain on the windows. Man, just the hand models are so detailed. Literally, you can see the fucking pores on her hands. You see that? The outer edge of her hand right there, you can see the fucking pores on it. But only at certain angles. Good God, this engine is impressive, man. It's even more impressive in Village, the hands. Like Ethan's hands when you do the block. Alright, this guy we're not going to waste our ammo on. We're just going to lead him over here. And then just go. I don't think he actually ends up busting through the door. Alright. Alright, that'll work. This is one of the few autosaves. Actually, no, yeah, it is. This is an autosave. When you make it to the basement down here, this is one of like 3 autosaves that happens no matter what on Madhouse. There aren't many. But for some reason, randomly, once you get to the basement down here, this is one of them. So basically, in a nutshell, don't fucking die. Because if you die on Madhouse, you're going way the fuck back. And it's not going to be a good time for you. We need these bombs, so I needed to make sure to take him out. There's going to be some more rifle ammo up in this room anyway. Here. And here. Can I really not get that from this side? I tried to block that shit. Fuck you. I don't really need bullets here, but I'll be able to find them anyway.
Alan, I think she's on the other side of this door, but I don't have a key.
Try to melt down the lock. You're on the bottom level, right? Check our luggage.
I will say the shadows definitely got improved in Village. Because the thing about the shadows in this game is they very much look like animatronic. Like if you look at Mia on the wall here, the way that she swings, you know, it looks like a very default animation. I mean, that's minor shit, but once we get into Village, like the shadows are incredibly detailed in that game. Oh, I have enough for another heal in case I need it.
No, Evie, I'm not mad. Wait, what did you call me?
I don't want to live in the lab anymore. I want a house, and I want you to be my mommy.
Okay, Evie. I'll be your mommy. Just come back with me. Evie, wait!
Did you find her?
Yes, but she ran off. She's making more friends, Alan. Those things are everywhere.
I told you so.
Wow, now Alan wants to pop off and act like he knew what was gonna happen.
You just worry about getting Evelyn back.
Okay. This is another spot you can very easily die if you're not careful. So, what I like to do is stick to the right for a second and then just cut to the left really hard. Usually they will miss. Of course, that didn't happen this time. Close the door behind you. And then we're gonna get in here because there's gonna be some health and ammo that we need. And then the remote bombs are the most important thing, but we can also reload here. Alright. Wait, what was that? Oh, okay. That definitely wasn't there before. So this one we just want to shoot. Yeah, nice try, bitch. And then the rest of them we just want to blow up. That part can be a fucking nightmare if you don't have those remote bombs ready. Because no way are you gonna have enough ammo to actually just take them out.
Emergency safety lockdown system has been engaged.
I always bring this up whenever I play this game, but I tell you, man, this has to be one of the most polarizing ones, because it seems like people who love the older games really goddamn hate this. I mean, they fucking despise this game, and the main reason they seem to despise it is because of Ethan and Mia. And I even saw this guy go so far as to say, oh, Ethan and Mia are non-characters. And I was never really able to get him to explain what that means. What is a non-character? Are you saying that they don't exist, or what? The only explanation he really gave me was that they're just boring and bland. It's like, okay, cool, but what does non-character mean? When you say non-character, there's something that's anti-character, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get it. They're not like the most fleshed out, incredible characters, and their motivations are pretty basic, but who cares? They're a husband and wife. The wife was hiding some stuff from the husband. She was working for this organization. She goes missing. He goes looking for her. Why does it need to be more complex than that, dude? That's all there is to it. It really is just that basic. In the beginning.
How did you get here?
Where's Evie?
She's out of control. Without the treatments, she's deteriorating.
Well, it's a good thing we're already dying.
Don't say
Fucking
that.
Alan, dude. He was inserted into this game just to die horribly. You hate to see it.
She trusts you. That little bitch, she never trusted. Okay, wait. Evie, no, Evie.
Ellen,
I didn't mean
listen.
to call you that.
She's
Evie,
trying
I
to
didn't mean-
take
I didn't mean-
control. You have to fight her. Evelyn, stop! Stop right now!
Don't touch me, don't.
Also, interestingly, this is one of the only Resident Evils I know of where people actually quit playing because it was too scary. They actually cited that as one of the reasons why they scaled back the horror for Village and made it more action-oriented, because some people found this game too scary, especially in the beginning, like when Jack's chasing you. I mean, I can see why. That shit is scary. First playthroughs of this game are so fucking awesome to watch for that reason. Oh, here we get an awesome callback to the beginning of the game. Because the first playthrough for me was extremely scary as well. I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen next. You have nothing to defend yourself, and this, like, unkillable guy is chasing after you within the first 10 minutes of gameplay after the guest house. It's like, holy shit, man. Talk about just fucking dropping you into it.
Ethan. You were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have, but... All I can say is that if you get this, stay away. Forget that you ever knew me. Have a good life.
Listen to this Wilhelm scream in this cutscene. Capcom really couldn't afford to get a legit scream for this, so they just bought like the most, or they just inserted the most basic generic scream you'll ever hear in your life. It's right here. It's either a Urak scream or a Wilhelm scream. It's one of the two.
Now do you remember?
Yes, Evelyn. I remember.
Can we be a family like before?
No, Evie. We can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I don't need you anymore.
Yeah, see, this is the part that annoys a lot of people, is we just went through that tape, and we just found out basically all the events that led up to here. This is where Alan died, for example. And we still have to go through this whole backtracking sequence where we have to find the lug wrench, and then we have to get the machine gun, and then we have to collect the power cable and the fuse to get the elevator working, and all this other stuff. Like, this is the part that annoys people about the boat. It's not the tape. The tape is important for context. It's this part. And I have to agree, this part is not the most fun. But you know what? I don't think it diminishes from the game. What's up, Doc? How was your stream, dude? If you're finished. Have you missed a day yet? Because I've been very busy the past couple days, man. I had to drive a pretty fair distance to visit with some family for Thanksgiving, so I haven't been around the past couple days. Oh, you haven't started yet. Yeah, well, I did start kind of early tonight, so that's understandable. Welcome on in, sir. Did you see the setup picture in the Discord? I was going to show you. Man, whatever filter they're using to make the screens look like CRT.
Hope I make it in time. Okay. Bottom level.
Nah, dude, Burnout got to me hard by the end of October. I'll just admit it. That shit was rough.
Stop it, Evelyn! Fucking hallucinations. Where is she?
Yeah, Burnout was beating my ass toward the end of October, but it's just, you know, you get to a certain point where you genuinely turn on the stream and you just don't know what you're going to do next. Like, for example, just the Life is Strange streams even. I genuinely, for the first, like, 2 hours of that, it's power cord purgatory. I know, dude. Cable management is the one thing I really need to work on. You're absolutely right. But, I spent the first like 2 hours of those streams just trying to figure out what to do. And I never want that to be the case. I always want to go into a stream knowing exactly what I want to do. And just stick to it and just do it, you know? Okay. So, Lewis, the cable's completely fried. We had a replacement, but we had to use it to fix something in the 3rd floor sick bay. You're going to have to ask Dr. Waddell for it. I'm needed down in the number 2 engine room, but I can't get down there unless we get this thing working, Dwayne. Okay. So, the first thing we need is to get to a room that's going to give us 3 corrosives. And we got to be careful because we've got these mother vuggers here wandering the halls. Speaking of which, I'm just going to chill in the elevator for a second because they can't get us while we're in here. One of them despawned. Okay. And this is the exact same document that was in the flashback. Last year in November, I did a 30-day marathon, but I didn't, what's the word, like try to do something crazy. There were many shorter streams. This year I do psycho long strams almost every day. And many days. You do 2 streams? Dude, I can't do that. And that's not even like out of laziness or anything. I just genuinely, I like to just stream at very particular times throughout the day. I don't like to do 2. I really, really enjoy the sort of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. time range to start. Oh. Oh no, I remember that. I was seeing your uptime. Okay, so here's the room we need. Well, you have to have already beaten my hours then, dude. There's no way you haven't. Not yet? Oh my god. And see, I even missed a night. But I guess the finale probably made up for it because the finale was 14 hours. Isn't there something? Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, you piece of shit. So what we need the corrosives for is this room. This room is going to give us the captain's cabin key. Got lucky there, dude. That actually freaked me out. Oh, right this way, sir. Oh, you stupid fuck. That should actually be death. Hey, what's up, she? Dude, you had me going through, oh my god, the flashbacks. Fucking Pika, girl. I remember some girl in high school sent me that. And just like with, is it Girls' Generation or Sunyoshi Day SNSD? How do you say it? I don't know. But when someone sent me that song and also G and a few other things, I was emo at the time, or I was much more so than I am now. And so I had to try to act like they weren't cool, but then I would just secretly add it to the playlist. You know what I mean? I'd secretly go on iTunes and drop the 129 to buy it. Well, Doc, I think the finale is a bit different because if you're doing a marathon like once every day for a whole month or so, the finale is such a relief because I'm okay to commit, 12, 13, 14 or however many hours it takes because you know that this is it, It's like after this stream, you're not going to have to be live for a while. And so it's easier, I feel like, to commit more time during that last stream. Like, I was genuinely sad once we started to get toward, like, the very, very end of Silent Hill 4, like the cutscene where Joseph comes down from the ceiling and is telling you to obey the Crimson Tome and shit. I was getting sad. Because it's like, man, this shit's almost over. And I feel like it just started. Oh, never, Stone Yoshida. Sorry, I just had to adjust the filter. And they were already old. No, they're awesome. They're oldies, but goldies. But yeah, some girl sent me Pika Girl in high school. They also sent me Pretty Rave Girl by I Am X-Ray and Dota by Bass Hunter. And Dragostea Dente was Numa Numa. It was like the more popular name of it. Botanana was another one she sent me from Bass Hunter. Funny thing is I did the math, and after Docvember ends, I get 1 day break on Friday, then the next day is the weekend. I made a promise a long time ago that if it's in my power, I will stream it on the weekends no matter what. So I get Friday off, then I have to do 2 more streams. Dude, you don't have to push yourself like that. If you genuinely need a break, take that break, seriously. Streaming that often for an entire month is definitely something I do not recommend. I literally had to adjust my diet and lower my caffeine intake to even make that possible. Or I was just going to be fucking miserable. And the thing is, you can only fake your mood so much on Twitch. Eventually it's going to slip through and people are going to see that you're feeling like dog shit. So I don't like to stream unless I'm in at least a halfway decent mood. But you can't do that when you're streaming every day. You kind of just have to make it happen. We need to go to the 3rd floor first. I want to grab the power cable. Because the power cable's a little bit risky. There's a chance that I could never stream every day. I don't recommend it, I will tell you that. I especially don't recommend it when the lights that you have to sit under are a million goddamn degrees. And regardless of how cool it is in your apartment or outside, you end up sweating under them. That I don't recommend. The only saving grace is that my hair is very short on the sides, back, and most of the top. But, yeah. The hat isn't helping. But I have nobody to blame for that but myself. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bomb here to help. What are you doing, sir? How did you avoid that? You're such a cuck, that's right. You're a cuck and you deserve to take that hit because of it. Now I have to shoot this guy. No, okay. Okay, buddy. This is so dumb. No, dude. Yeah, what are you realistically gonna do here, dude? What are you realistically gonna do here, bucko? So fucking stupid. That was the worst thing that could have possibly happened right there. I didn't even get my power cable out of the deal, dude. Because I got fucking ambushed by them. I mean, he's still gonna be in here. They don't just disappear. Just gonna have to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. Daft Punk featuring Pharrell Williams. Yeah, I have 2 ammo. What do you got? Cool. We can make this happen, gamers. If you believe it, then you can do it. Oh, he despawned for a second. That's actually really lucky. Literally, where is this kid? I don't know where he was, dude. It sounded like he was fucking out of bounds. He kept disappearing and coming back. Make a god dang decision. Yeah, I try to keep the face lights. I try to keep the face lights to a minimum. I put a setup picture in the Discord, but you can see it's mainly the lights that are behind me that get so fucking hot, and they just like the panels just trap all the heat, so it definitely doesn't help. Dr. Crazy had the audacity to get mad on Roblox and call the guy that killed him a kid. God, man, this fucking part is so stressful. You know what? Fuck this game. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Shay. It was a work in progress. It took me a long time to iron shit out. I used to have those work lights above me, and it looked like some sort of salon setup because shit was so fucking bright. And I used to use a camcorder as my face cam. It was a Canon camcorder. Oh my god, destroyed. Absolutely eviscerated, bruv. But yeah, that camcorder needed an absolute shit ton of light. And that was part of the reason why it was so tough. Hey, we're done with the boat part. Let's go. That's why it was so tough to stream back then, because a lot of the games I would play would be fucking dark as shit, and I had a million lumens of light in my face, and I couldn't see any of the really dark parts without cranking the brightness up.
Waiting.
Oh fuck, this is gonna be kind of rough though. Just don't early hit me, please, dude. Okay, fine. I'll just block it because you're a little bitch anyway. Okay. Now, we can get very lucky here. We need to stick. Okay, look down. Push past this guy, and then this guy is just gonna puke in a way. Oh, sweet. We got good luck here. Fuck yeah. I always do this part weaponless. Just grab the key items, despawn enemies, go and hope. Makes this part way faster and less annoying. Well, Dr. Red, you forget I love to work harder and not smarter, so that's one key component of my personality you forgot to mention. Give me my husband back, bitch. Oh, this is one of the best cutscenes in the game.
Ethan?
Clipping that.
No, I know.
Don't clip anything, motherfucker.
Hell,
I'm so mad.
could have helped it. What do you mean?
I'm no killer, son. Neither is Marguerite.
So mad I couldn't prevent the smile from crawling across my face.
Or even Zoe here. That girl, Evelyn. She did this.
What the hell is she? No, what did she do to you?
She infected us with it.
This music is beautiful, by the way. I'm turning it up.
That's what she calls it. I found her near a busted out tank in the bayou. Everything changed after that.
So she infects you and then she takes control?
No. Not exactly, son. She just... She forces her way into your mind, your soul. You can't fight back. You are connected to her, and you can't resist the urge to... Oh, you're a different person after that.
Just like Mia. So Mia sent me that message because of Evelyn.
Listen, the girl just wants a family of her own. She's the key. All right? You find her, and you stop her.
This part.
Ethan. Free my family. Please.
Watch every episode of One Piece in one go stream and hope for no copyright. Well, first of all, I'd be dead because there's 1,000 episodes. So if I watched it all in one shot, I would have to just call my job and say, hey, I quit, by the way.
He doesn't love you. I can make him love you.
Don't hurt him.
Silly, I told you I'm not gonna hurt him.
Don't you dare.
This is so weird how you can see all the little symbols on the reflections here.
Remember?
This is disgusting, though. I don't know what this is. I know it's mold, but... Alright, serious question, guys. Extremely serious. Rate Mia 1 to 10. As far as Resident Evil.
You have
Women.
to get out of here and find her. Here, take this.
What? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Saving your life.
6.7. Wow. You know, Doc, that'd be considered generous. Most people think that she's way lower than that.
Now go kill that little bitch.
Mia! No!
Wow, did you see her just disappear?
Okay, you little bitch. What the fuck?
You'll give her an 8. When she's not possessed, yeah, I'll give her about an 8. She needs a 6-month-long shower and about 5 more. Oh my god, Dr. Red. Are you body shaming Mia? How could you body shame a fictional character like this? I'm furious. How could you do this? Unbelievable. Oh my god. Oh, look at these reflections, dude. You were talking about the details of this game last stream. It never stops, dude. Like, it's so detailed. It's unbelievable. You almost need to take a little bit of time just to appreciate all the work that went into these environments. There should be a coin here. Yeah, dude, they do. It's just amazingly detailed game. Sound design wise, graphics wise, everything. But yeah, I would give Mia a 7 to 8, honestly. I mean, she does need a shower because technically she's been in the exact same clothes since 3 years ago. There was a collapse in the Patterson mine. Tuan and Beckford are dead, and Huxley will never walk on his own again. Old man Stan was right. The ground there is too unstable. February 19th. The company's not going to send us any replacements. They want us to work double shifts instead. I can't wait to get back to the old country. Oh, neuro rounds. That's weird.
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read? This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything? A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish. Evelyn? Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the Baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was. That's just great. We've had reports in the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look. Roger that. We'll meet you at those coordinates. If you encounter Evelyn, orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
Okay. Actually, this is going to be good because... Yeah, man. And with this, if you combine gunpowder with just the bullets, you get 5 more enhanced. So we are actually sitting really pretty right now. I do have 1 supplement. I should. No, I don't, because Mia didn't pick up a supplement. That was in the tape. Fuck me, dude. Was Eden Ebol? What? Common Capcom W. Excuse me, Dr. Red? You kiss your mother with that mouth? Well, anyways, I'm out of gunpowder, but I do have herbs. I have a shit ton of healing. We are in good shape here. Gonna translate. Wesy Den Evil. Use Albert? Nah, no. Not for this playthrough. I thought I got the G17. B17 Bomber. Standard power handgun. Standard power handgun. That's good. Oh, sweet. I will take that. I didn't even get the machine gun out, though. I don't really guess I need it. Alright. So we're fully upgraded on shotgun shell, or reload speed. There we go. Take out his entire family tree. I did, in fact. I needed to do it. And I did it, too. God dang it. I did what had to be done. What nobody else was willing to do. Alright. This one, I'm just going to shoot him once. Hopefully, this is all I need. Yeah. Just let him walk right into that. You need to make sure that you don't use any of these tripwires and don't shoot them, because we're going to lead our friends over here on a little expedition. So we're going to have 2 of these that spawn in. We're going to lead them into this first one here. Oh, he tried to get smart about it, but he ended up fucking his buddy up. And then they're going to run through this one. Stand right here. And then we're going to run him through this one. He may actually be dead. Oh, he's already dead. Well, anyways, that's how you save ammo there. Just run them through that. It's okay. They deserve to be hurt. His feelings, I mean. What? Bullshit. Come on, dude. Oh, God. Ah, that was so shit. I shouldn't have had to waste all that. Just because I missed a shot? What a stupid game. I was molded by it, dude. I'm not being edgy, I'm just telling the truth. Doc, I thought you were gonna link that clip that you made, by the way. Why didn't you link it, huh? You wanna start explaining yourself? Alright, Mr. Everywhere, boom. Little blue spark. Now, I'm sorry for not reading this, okay? But you gotta understand something. I've read this a billion times. And the gist of it comes down to Evelyn is an experiment. She was one of many. And it's a new type of bioweapon that slowly takes over the host. That's really all it comes down to. It's really that simple. Don't feel like digging up the clip. That's okay. You don't have to dig up the clip. I was just being a demanding little hoe. Anyway, so the boat crashed, and both Mia and Evelyn were not captured, but they were rescued by the family, the Bakers. And so part of her imprinting protocol is that she tries to basically indoctrinate people into her family, and so she indoctrinated the Bakers and took control of them, and that's why they were so crazy and manic and attacking us in the beginning. I don't understand how their fucking estate is so huge. E-necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on E-series bioweapon model used only for disposal of E-series assets. The toxin must first be simulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of an E-series cells into the necrotoxin container. Like their estate is fucking massive. How? How can they afford all that? That's my main question. What do we got? Burner fuel. Oh, whoa, holy shit. 12 shotgun shells? That's really good, actually. If I ever have a kid and he tries to avoid eating, I'm going to say, thought you just slip out before dinner was done and start scarily fast walking toward him. That'll teach him. Intimidate his ass into eating the broccoli, dude, or the Brussels sprouts. I'm saving because I was really lucky to get all those shotgun shells. I don't even have the machine gun, so like what even is the point of that? And then do I have any herbs? I do. I have fucking 9 heals on me, dude. Let's go. 9 heals, 8 flame rounds, 2 neuro. Like this should be a breeze. I don't want to say too much, but this should be a breeze. There's only really pressure at this part if I'm doing a no save. If I'm not doing a no save run, there's not much pressure here because not a lot can go wrong, to be honest with you. She's still humming Go Tell Aunt Rhody. No, dude. Of course you would. Of course you would not die when I... Okay, shotgun shells here. Give me that. Man, we're getting really good shotgun shell drops toward the end here. Alright, now we're gonna have a four-legged. He did not die. Here's something kind of cheap. You actually just keep crouching and walking into this guy and he won't know what to do. So you can actually get past him. Like, you can get hit a little bit, but you're certainly not gonna die. It's really, really dumb how it works. Surprised they didn't patch it out, honestly. Yeah, man, I'm really excited for that. It feels like it's been a fucking lifetime since GTA 5 was announced. There we go, baby. Easy. Wow, we got another 8. Holy shit. Yeah, this game does make your bitrate pretty sketchy. That's a good way of putting it. But nah, I remember 2011 when the GTA 5 reveal trailer happened. Like, good God, it's been 12 years since then, dude. I'm a grown-ass man now. I was like 16 when that reveal trailer happened. 15. I wasn't even 15 yet. Holy shit. Grown-ass man. Yeah, I think I was a freshman in high school when GTA 5 got revealed. And I'm talking like the very, very, very first trailer where it was just Michael, you know, commentating. Talking about how he was retired. And then he moved to Los Santos. That reveal trailer. Like, they hadn't even really showed gameplay. They just had that one song.
It's not here. It's gone. It's gone.
And then I remember the individual character trailers for Franklin, Michael, and Trevor. And it had that one Kendrick Lamar song, or where he was featured in it. You ain't gotta like it, cause the hood gonna love it.
This is your fault.
What?
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that. It fucking hurts.
Does it want to be my daddy? Then he...
Whoa, back the fuck up, dude.
Now it's Mommy's
Fucking personal
turn to
space.
kill you. You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
I swear, the way that he says, I'm not playing, is so weird. Like, the delivery of that is so fucking off, dude. Nope, I jerk off the gun. You can't touch me while I'm doing this. Alright, so the way to do this is block at the last second and just get yourself in here to the left a little bit, and we're good. Guaranteed, we got her. You know, originally Evelyn and the grandma were supposed to be separate characters. Making it an advanced aged version of Evelyn was like a last second decision because they didn't really know what to do with the grandma otherwise. There we go. I love the lighting here, man. And the sun is just coming up. Can I even use the remote bombs here? I've always wondered. Nah, it doesn't let me place them anywhere. We'll start with this and see if this actually does anything. Oh, that didn't get her. Yeah, well, you don't get one, bitch. You lost your chance. Go have a think about this and come back when you're ready to talk again. Capcom, hire me. Hang on, I'll finish the game and then I'll read that. I love this gun, the Albert 01. You can actually get this as an infinite ammo weapon if you beat the game. Under 3 hours. Wow, 6 shot, that's bad. I know, Dr. Graham, for real. Welcome on in, by the way. It's also kind of sad how whenever you're fighting the huge, bloated, molded version of Jack, he starts, like, crying out for Marguerite because he knows that she's dead. It's like, holy shit, man. Don't make me feel bad. These people tried to kill me. It was kill or be killed. What was I supposed to do? The fuck, man? All these conflicting feelings. Would have been sick if at one point the grandma just started doing weird stuff, like over time she starts getting extra deformed bit by bit until she's a mid-game extra boss that you fight before going to Lucas's place. Maybe even have it optional, and if you beat her, you get a key that leads to a room with a new gun. That actually would have been really cool, I'm not gonna lie. Like, just have Evelyn look like Evelyn, and then once you inject her, she turns into the final boss. But yeah, the grandma could have been some kind of mid-boss, or maybe secretly one of the most powerful members of the family. Yep, they are. Yep. Because the whole, what, Mega Mycete thing, or Mutamycete, I don't even know, dude. That part of the story got a little bit complex for me. Yeah, just punch a rock to relieve all your stress. Nope, you're actually dead. This is actually just a dream.
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here.
This looks so bad.
It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way.
But now Evelyn's dead.
Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. And now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us.
this is where the next door opens.
Yeah, 7 definitely went back to basics in a lot of ways, and I love that about it. Like, the very first game and 7 are a couple of the only ones where the name Resident Evil is applicable. It is as an evil residence that is massive and mysterious, and you never know what's going to happen. $327 is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Wow, almost all the coins, though. Like in 8, we have Vampire, Magneto, Fan Monster Thing. Ethan Winters basically has superpowers. Like, yeah. Well, I feel like 8 tried to take so much inspiration from 4. Like, because the common complaint about 7 is that it's too basic, right? Yeah, exactly. Like, the chaos and all the people turning into zombies had already happened by the time Alpha Team even shows up. So, like, by the time Jill, Chris, Barry, and Wesker show up, all the shit's already happened, and there's only zombies left. Like, all the chaos already occurred. So, it's kind of fucking weird in that way. Just such a masterpiece, man. It's always fun. Always fun. Wow, 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 wow. Dude, I'm hearing so much fucking buzzing in this mic. I don't know if it's just me or what. You guys said that you're not hearing it, which I'm glad for, but for some reason I'm hearing it really loud in my headphones tonight. Yeah, I just prefer, and here's the other thing. 7, I was so tired, and I'm not just saying this because the characters are so popular. I was so fucking tired of Jill and Chris and Wesker and Barry, like the Stars members, where they had done so many fucking games and spin-offs, like Revelation stars Barry, and Jill and Chris are in virtually every game in some capacity, or at least they were. And Leon and Claire. I was tired of all those characters. Like, I wanted something completely new for 7. And with Resident Evil 6, they tried to just throw all those characters into one game and just kind of make it work, and it didn't work at all. It actually flopped really badly in terms of what they were expecting for sales. Well, yeah. Jill is in Rev 1, and then Rev 2 is Barry. But my point still remains. I feel like they needed to just wipe the slate clean and start completely new with 7. You know, it had been 5 years since Resident Evil 6. They put all that shit behind them, and they needed something completely new to just wipe the slate clean, and 7 is how they did it. And I think they did a phenomenal job. You know, when I first played 7, I was genuinely freaked the fuck out when Jack was chasing me for the first time. Because I didn't know how he worked. I didn't know the layout of the house yet. I was so confused and freaked the fuck out. Playing that, especially in VR for the first time, was an amazing experience. Actually, the best VR experience I've ever had was playing RE7 in VR for the first time. I mean, it was just so great. And it was something that was really unique at the time. And people wanted Leon, Jill back. Well, guess what? Capcom is also remaking their old games and doing a good job at it. Yeah, me and Junkyard were talking about this earlier. I wish that at least in 4 remake they would have made a first-person mode. I think that could have been really cool. A first-person mode, RE4 remake. You know, just to give a different gameplay style. I'm sure someone could probably mod the game to put first person, but I would have liked to see something official. Hi, Dr. Grim BTW. Yeah, what have you been up to, Dr. Grimm? Long time no see. I think the last time you were in here, and this is your words, not mine, but I'm pretty sure the last time you were in here, you said you were drunk. If I if I remember correctly, you said you were drunk. I might be thinking of Cowardly, though. No, Cowardly, that is so funny. Isn't it hilarious, Cowardly, how every single time at the end of the Halloween marathon, you're there, and we always just have something hilarious going on in the chat? I just find that so fucking funny that you were there. The end of the first Halloween marathon I did, you were there. But you were also at the end of the most recent one. You're like the Forrest Gump of this stream. You're just everywhere, dude. Yeah, Cowardly was a very emotional drunk that night. My man was just, he kept repeating how much he loved everybody and loved everything. And I was like, it's okay, man. It's okay. We all love you too. Which we do. We love having you here. But my man was he was drunk and emotional. The vicious combo, you know? You guys want to see the cut? Courtesy of Bridget. Look, it's kind of, it's very fresh. It just happened a couple hours ago. There's a little patch here still, but I'm not saying anything about that. Oh yeah. It's kind of designed to go under a hat for the first few days, and then once it grows out, it actually looks like something decent, you know? I like the way it looks even now, but it's definitely more for wearing a hat right now. Like the shape of it. Has she ever considered being a barber? I mean, she easily could be. But nah, I don't think so. Let's see, what time is it? Oh my god, it's 10. Well, you know what that means, everybody. Time for some more coffee. You know we're hitting that 10 p.m. coffee. Also, I want to choose a different Be Right Back screen. We've been using the RE4 Be Right Back screen for a very, very long time. Okay, so for some reason FKD as in fucked was held by auto mods. I'm gonna go ahead and allow FKD. I fucked my hair up, got a reverse mullet going on. Hey, no problem, Dr. Red. I felt so embarrassed when I went back. Hey, don't worry about it, Cowardly. You know how much embarrassing shit I've done on stream? Don't worry about that at all, dude. Ooh, I just found the one. This is like my favorite one ever. Oh, because your message got caught by AutoMod, and when I clicked allow, it resubmitted it to the chat. That's why. For some reason, AutoMod thought that you were trying to avoid... AutoMod thought that you were trying to avoid being censored by saying FKD instead of actually spelling out FUCKED. I have no idea why. Okay. So here's going to be our new Be Right Back screen. So this one we've used for a long time, right? But here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch to this one. I love this one. Always have loved this one. It's just such a perfect fit for this stream, dude. Such a perfect fit. Alright, so let me go pour some more coffee and I will be right back very quickly. This is Fortunate Sleep, No One Disturb Her Dead. One of the best songs from the Silent Hill 4 soundtrack. Yeah, one thing I definitely think the devs deserve credit for in Capcom for Resident Evil is not only keeping it relevant for now almost 20 years, like we're almost in 3 more years, we will actually 30, holy shit. In 3 more years, we will be at the 30-year anniversary of Resident Evil. But I think they also deserve credit for just changing shit up if it's not working, you know what I mean? They've never been too prideful to say, look, this is not working, let's change this up. And it's been going on since way before RE6. Everybody thinks, oh, RE6 didn't work and then they made 7, so yeah, they do it. No, RE0 was really not well received. It didn't sell very well. It didn't get the critical reception that they thought it did. And so Resident Evil 4, which was slated to be another fixed camera and similar style game, as you can see from all the beta footage, they radically changed that whole game and turned it into a more of a third-person action game. Yeah, same Cowardly. You know, we don't know if the next game is going to be another action-oriented game as Chris, most likely. If it's going to involve Chris and his team, I would assume. We don't know. You know, I'll tell you what though, I personally would hope that they would go back to a style similar to 7. It doesn't have to be Ethan, but it's just something about 8. It just doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean? I can't really even put my finger on what exactly it is, but 8 just does not do it for me. Or Village. Village, 8, whatever you want to call it. That game does not fucking do it for me, man. It's one of those things where it's a good game, but it doesn't have the replay value, and there's some weird jank shit about it, like the inventory is not as good as 7, and there's some weird downgraded stuff, like the inventory is just one part. Why is anything a downgrade in 8? It should all be an improvement, wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you think that they would want to improve on virtually everything? But they didn't, and the voice acting is kind of stilted and weird, especially in the castle, where Ethan, instead of saying like, oh, I'm sick of bugs or something like that, he just goes, I'm sick of bugs. Just like that. No emotion in that delivery at all, just, I'm sick of bugs. A remake of 6 could be an absolute retcon. Well, I mean, the ending of RE4 Remake Separate Ways DLC pretty much confirmed that RE5 Remake is happening. So if RE5 Remake is happening, who's to say what may happen with 6, you know? Yeah, RE8 had a lot of RPG elements to it. And you know, you could very easily say, well, you could very easily say that Village is a perfect fusion of 7 and 4, which is really what it was meant to be. I mean, you have the treasure system, you have the merchant system from 4, you've got an improvement on it where you've got the food system. You can bring different animals to the merchant as meat and he will cook them for you to the Duke. So they actually expanded upon the whole merchant weapon upgrade, purchasing guns and selling, you know, the monetary system. So it is heavily influenced by 4, but it does also have the first person and the characters of 7. So it's like the perfect fusion of 7 and 4. So people who wanted 7 to be more action oriented, dude, Village is your game 100%. It did everything that everyone complained about 7 not having. Bigger world, expanded on the story more, and it linked back to the very first couple of games at the end, you know, where you get sort of the origin story of the umbrella symbol. That was a pretty cool moment for me where I was like, oh shit, they're actually tying it back to, you know, we actually find out where the fucking umbrella symbol came from finally. So that was cool. But yeah. I just think overall, the biggest issue is that, oh, wait, I think I just figured it out. Yeah, my Go XLR had the line in volume maxed out, but I have nothing plugged into line in, so there was no reason for it to be doing that. I think that was where the buzzing was coming from, was line in being maxed. But anyways, yeah, I think the biggest issue with 8, honestly, is the setting. The setting was so fucking bizarre. And the fact that the game kind of fell off a cliff after the castle. I feel like it would have been more successful if the whole game took place in the castle and Lady Domitresque was the final boss. That's what a lot of people expected. Dude, just make the castle fucking unbelievably huge and just make that be the whole game. But I felt like after I beat her and I got past the castle, the rest of the game was like less interesting than that. It's like, at least put the castle at the end. Don't put it at the beginning. You know? The castle was one of the most exciting parts of the game. Why'd you put it at the very beginning? That needs to be toward the end. One problem is why we got all these parasites before Resident Evil and Spencer still goes to the T virus. It opens new questions. Yeah. Because he was talking about the progenitor virus in Africa in those documents at the end of Village. But yet he still goes back to America in the Arklay Mountains and develops the T virus for some reason. when there's Progenitor and Las Plagas that we know of. So yeah, it definitely does. It does open some questions that haven't been answered fully yet. But yeah, like I was saying, I do think the devs deserve a lot of credit in terms of them not just keeping the formula the same and hoping that people start buying it again. They've never done that, and I can appreciate that. They've never just sat by and said, maybe people start playing Resident Evil again. It's never been like that. If it's not working, they fucking change it. And that's cool. Because what would even be the point if they never changed anything, you know? You gotta change shit up eventually. Did he know about Progenitor before meeting Mega Hotness Miranda? Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know. I wouldn't think so, because in the documents he left to her, he said he heard about the existence of the virus. So he probably learned about it toward the end of them knowing each other, or they had already met by that point. Oh yeah, Dr. Grimm, were you here when I showed that Mother Miranda's in RE7? And always has been? She was in RE7 in the Lucas torture room all the way back to like the earliest footage of the game in 2015 or 2014. Like when there were just rumors of it existing before it was revealed. She was actually in that. I'll show you. I'll show you in the VOD here. All right. So here's Mother Miranda. Was she still super hot? Not quite. Right here. So I talked about this. Yeah, so this is Mother Miranda. So when you're in the Lucas torture room, where this hose is poking out, or this gas hose is poking out, that's Mother Miranda on the wall. And she was in the game since like some of the very earliest footage that got revealed. So they had her story planned out, or at least roughly what she was going to look like in Village way, way, way before Village came out. I just think that's really cool. And it's a huge Easter egg now, knowing like, holy shit, they were that far ahead with the story. You know? That they were at least probably like storyboarding or just conceptualizing Village's story when this game barely even was close to finished. Lucas could have made contact. Well, we know he was with what's that organization that Mia worked for? The Connection? Is that what they were called? Yeah, the Connections is a crime syndicate founded by Brandon Bailey involved in biochemical research. So yeah, that's who she worked for. See, I was confused when I first played this game. I thought they were talking about Umbrella. I thought the Connections was like Umbrella going under a different name or something. Okay. Encounter with Miranda. The Connections encountered Miranda and offered her their help in finding a means to resurrect her daughter Eva. Miranda in turn gave them some of the mold and Eva's DNA soon after joining the research team to help them creating a new bioweapon with the use of the mold. And then they created Evelyn in 2014. The Connections was forced to take Evelyn into hiding after it learned of hostile organizations trying to obtain her. These groups were eventually revealed to the BSAA, and they transported her to another lab on the LNG carrier Annabelle using genome codices to assist the assigned handlers, which would have been Mia and Alan. And then, in the Baker incident, Evelyn lost control and damaged the ship, causing its tanker to explode, knocking her out and causing the ship to drift into the Louisiana Bayou. The organization chose to allow her to continue living there. By the beginning of January 2015, they set up a lab in the salt mine, provided Lucas Baker with the serum, and enlisted him as an agent. And then July 2017 was when RE7 actually takes place, I believe. I might not have simped, but I told Miranda she's a total gilf. Oh my god. Good lord. Who even is Brandon Bailey? Yeah, I was gonna say, we've never actually, like, seen this guy, right? Umbrella. So he was an Umbrella researcher. So they did have something to do with Umbrella. Yeah, I was gonna say, where do they mention this guy at all? So the Connections does have a tie to Umbrella. Their founder worked for Umbrella. It all comes back to Umbrella, dude. Probably the next antagonist, but it says that he supposedly died somewhere in the neighborhood of 1998, but I doubt that. Knowing the way Resident Evil works, people fake their deaths all the time and do all this crazy shit. I guarantee this motherfucker's not dead. No way in hell is this dude dead. But yeah, it'll either be him or like his protege or his son or his daughter or something that'll be the main antagonist of 9. But yeah, now I heard, this is just a rumor, but I heard that RE9 is going to be the last mainline Resident Evil that they make. I don't believe that for a second. They make way too much money off of these. I guarantee they're going to make more. Guarantee they're going to make more. Ooh, perfect. Hey, you guys, Dr. Red is playing RE7. Dr. Red is playing RE7. And I'm sorry for the shorter stream tonight, but I'm going to bow out and I'm going to send you guys, because I want to watch Doc play this as well. I want to continue indulging in RE7, but not necessarily to restart it myself. So let's go hang out with Doc. And he's also playing RE7. Hey, no problem, She. Appreciate that. Oh my god, Joshy Poo's on too. The choices, dude. I have a stream for each monitor. Let's fucking go. Joshy Poo. But I will talk to you guys later. Appreciate everybody hanging out as always. If you'd like to join my Discord, I think everybody in here is already in it. But if you'd like to, there it is. I also have a couple of YouTube channels. That's all I have to say. Go hang out with my man Doc, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.